So now they just start doing a whole Christmas Carol thing.
Yep.
Where they take Michael and they say, well, look, let's go take a look at your past. And then let's take a look at your future at some point.
Looks like Bugs is grabbing his ass. Mike's like, don't touch that.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Michael's put it out there for him.
Hey, man, I'll let you touch my ass if you give me some drugs.
Yeah, look like he's...
All right, Doc.
Look like he's selling drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, selling ass for drugs. Since it's 420, we decided to celebrate with this special here called Cartoon All-Stars, where they tell you very much to not celebrate 420 or any other day with drugs. Or they will come out of the TV, they will come out of a book, they will come out of a picture, and they will kill you.
Or at least harass you for a long time. For a half hour.
They will be patient until they can't anymore.
I don't know, man. After seeing this, is like, I think I want to do drugs because then all my favorite cartoon characters will come out and team up. That sounds awesome.
I know. So what this is pretty much a long PSA. It's a lot of things. It's a long PSA. Yeah. It's a commercial for these other cartoon characters, for these IPs here.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, and it's a big collaboration between these cartoons that were big at the time from all the major networks: ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox,
Warner
Brothers. Yeah, so it was a big collaboration unseen before, at least for television like this. And the whole thing was, this is during the war on drugs, the height of the war on drugs.
Right. Yeah.
Where people thought it was you could battle drug abuse by simply saying no.
Yeah, easy. Just do that. Yeah, that's
fine. You know what? I dare you to stay off drugs.
Oh, dare.
Well, since you dared me. Yeah, you remember dare.
Of course. Yeah, they came to my school. Many years, all elementary school and middle school.
Yeah, if you were a millennial or maybe somewhere, a young Gen X or later Gen X,
late Gen X,
late Gen X, you in that transition, then you had Dare come out to your school and tell you about this. So, this was a time where they thought like, hey, we really, really, really keep telling these kids, don't do drugs. You know what? They're going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happened. Harassing them like this.
Yeah. And you know what? Since they won't listen to us, us corny adults, we're not hip, man.
No,
we're not cool enough.
Nothing.
What can we tell them to do? Hey, you know what? They'll listen to all their favorite rock stars, hip hop artists, actors, entertainers, and especially their favorite cartoon characters. I mean, one of these cartoon characters telling them to not do drugs. Actually, if you watch this, it's telling you very much to do drugs.
Yeah, so this is awesome. It's the greatest crossover ever.
But one of these characters telling these kids to not do drugs, maybe that'll make a difference, maybe it won't. But you get all of them together? Oh, the power of those tunes?
Maybe.
Oh, you can't fight that. And this was a big deal. All the news outlets were talking about it. It was shown around the world. It was shown on all the major networks at the same time. And then there were local affiliates that were showing it too.
The latest battle in the war on drugs is now being waged in cartoon land.
So who asked you?
If you wanted some money, you could have said something. Are you feeling okay?
I just gotta say, man, for whatever reason, just baby Kermit, his eyes just look so disapproving. Just
they should do.
He's so disappointed.
This son of a bitch. Yeah. This is 1990. And this is coming off the cusp of another big cartoon collaboration. Because I'd seen this done before with a lot of other things. Now, say what you will about Cartoon All-Stars, because I do have to say some things about it before we get into it.
Same.
But it's probably one of the more successful attempts at recreating a very, very, very successful movie that was pretty much very influential. And I don't know if it's ever been kind of done this way before since then.
No, I don't think so.
This is the tale of an up-and-coming movie star named Roger Rabbit.
Ooga booga!
Every moment they were
racist as hell. That is racist as hell. You know better than
that. That in that movie.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? So
classic.
this is kind of the TV version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And this is one of those that actually did it successfully because, say what you will about it, a lot of kids grew up with Cartoon All-Stars at the Rescue. And they didn't give a shit about the drug message.
Of course not.
They just were cool that all these cartoon characters were actually crossing over.
It's what they always dreamed about. It's like when I was a kid, when I watched some of these shows, it's like, oh yeah, because you always love the idea of these cartoon characters crossing over each other. It's like even with minor ones, like DuckTales with Darkwing Duck. It's like, oh, it's so cool. But now it's like all these guys from all these different properties.
Because they were never supposed to happen.
Exactly.
Like with Disney characters, it was cool enough when they did it. But some of these characters were owned by different companies, and and all of them let them. They allowed it because. Well, it was a PSA for the kids, and you kind of felt like an asshole if you didn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
But also, they kind of knew it was going to be big, so that's why they went ahead and just said, you know what, this would be good promotion for us. If we do
100%. It's great promotion.
This is a commercial. For all these cartoon properties out here, man.
And they actually, bring in the voice actors for all these cartoon characters too. It's not just like some guy they're like, no, we're not going to pay this person. Just put whatever voice. It's like, okay, wow. You actually put some care into this.
Once you got past the novelty of all these cartoon characters coming together, seeing all your favorite cartoons interact with each other, it was just another piece of propaganda, man. That's all it was.
Especially at the start.
This whole thing was just another piece of drug propaganda, man.
These high school boys and girls are having a hop at the local soda fountain in hell.
Now, you look at that and you're saying, come on, man, that's taking a little bit too far. No, it is not. That's Reefer Madness. Right. Reefer Madness was this film that was made back in 1936, which spoke of the dangers of the marijuana. Yeah, marijuana. You smoke marijuana and your life just went to shit right afterwards.
It makes you crazy.
The devil's flower, that wacky weed.
The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. There you go.
Yeah.
Put it on your sandwich. But this right here, don't be fooled, y'all. This is just a big, huge piece of propaganda that has a lot more in common with Reefer Madness than you think. And that's what we're going to go through and examine right here with this. And see, when this opens up, man, as a kid, you don't know any better because authority figures are talking to you.
Yeah.
But as an adult, if you ever came across this, if you were a cool adult and you knew it was what, you're saying, okay, all right, I already know that this is bullshit. Mm-hmm. Because when it opens up with Barbara Bush and George Bush, man. What's his name? George H.W. Bush.
Mm-hmm. He was president at the time.
Yep. And, that is a hypocrisy in itself.
Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue is the powerful story of a teenager.
That dog's on drugs right now.
That dog's dead. That's not real.
That dog is... No, he's real. He's just high. That dog smoked out before they actually...
Needed some CBD to calm down a little bit for the shoot.
And look, she looks high as hell too.
You guys seeing all this?
She probably blew smoke in that dog's face. But this is a big contact high. That dog is smoked out.
Yeah.
Dealing with drug and alcohol abuse.
And some of your favorite cartoon characters will help you understand how drugs and alcohol can ruin your life. So watch the program. Talk about it with your family.
And make the right decision. Stay away from drugs and alcohol.
They had a drink right after this.
Oh, definitely. Before and after.
Yeah. So I wants to get a beer.
Yeah. Come on, sailor. Let's have some fun.
I get a big trigger over the war on drugs. It's hypocritical.
There's a lot of lies.
It was racist. It was it was lying to people, and and a lot of people, disproportionate, a lot of poor and people of color were arrested over small charges. But a lot of people, a lot of poor people, a lot of people were arrested over like just small ounces of marijuana.
And huge prison sentences.
And huge prison sentences. While at the same time, you have Wall Street dudes doing mountains of cocaine and pretty much getting away with it.
Yep.
So, this, looking at bullshit like this, this is amusing to me and angering. For the sake of the discussion, I'll stay more on the amusing side. But, this is back when, again, I was joking about it. This whole thing with George and Barbara Bush that you see right here, that's just an extension of the whole thing with the Reagan era. You remember this.
Say yes to your life. And when it comes to drugs and alcohol, just say no.
I don't know if you could hear that well because the sound on that was bad, but she was...
Nancy Reagan.
That's Nancy Reagan saying, a whole big campaign of just say no.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
You're talking about people who probably had a hand not only in some kind of way, whether directly or indirectly bringing drugs to this country, but not having any understanding of what it was like for lower income people, people of color, people who had to suffer the most from the effects of drugs, not just totally being naive about it.
Yeah.
Just, hey, you know what? Just say no.
And what they used that almost like an excuse to cover up their own crimes and just terrible decision making.
Yeah.
During the Reagan era.
Meanwhile, tell somebody who's suffering from addiction to just say no. Tell somebody who has no other outlet of income other than the pressure to sell drugs in a low income community. Tell them to just say no when they're trying to eat.
Yeah.
It's
just PR.
Yeah.
PR spin. That's what was.
When it opens up, we see someone who's addicted to drugs.
Right, Michael.
Yeah, Michael. We don't know it's him yet.
Right.
We just see a door open, and we see somebody who's so addicted to drugs that they would break into a little girl's room and steal her piggy bank. Give me that shit. Who would do such a thing? Now, that is a little girl named, oddly enough, Corey.
Yeah.
And it was really weird hearing these cartoon characters say my name over and over again.
And they're talking to this little girl.
I thought at any moment they were going to tell me, hey, lay off the booze, bitch.
Yeah.
Huh? How did you know?
Breaking the fourth wall.
But yeah, man. But so they're talking about the effects of drugs. What they need to really be talking about are the effects of consumerism on these little kids out here. Because Corey bought every product pictured by these cartoons, man. Mm-hmm. Every cartoon that comes to life here is some toy or comes from some book or some record, and it's all based on these Saturday morning or afternoon cartoon shows.
Morning already? I was smurfing like a baby.
Whoa.
Great Smurfs! Corey's piggy bank is gone.
What?
You can see this?
Yeah, I don't even have a piggy bank. And I was like, where?
Yes, yeah, of course.
oh, no, not this Corey. Sorry. Please carry on. Oh, there you go. That was, yeah, they,
I don't know if the Smurfs was the best choice, especially if they're living in mushrooms. I don't know if I would have brought them into this.
Yeah,
they're getting high every other week.
When he says he was smurfing all night, yeah.
Oh, I was smurfing, man.
Yeah.
I was eating my house. I got to stop eating my house.
From the inside out.
How do you think they live?
Yeah,
They got to carve
exactly.
out and eat them later. I'm not going to waste that.
They got to burrow their way through. Shit, that's why you slept so well, because you were high. You sleeping in a goddamn shroom house.
Smurfing, man. I was smurfing all night.
Yeah.
You were smurfing too? Oh, nice, man.
Boy, this looks like a poster you see in any kind of head shop or something.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The only weird one.
The only weird one.
Well,
okay.
The weird product, because all these came from books and everything. The only weird one is Alf. Because she's got a picture of him like that's her boyfriend or something.
Why? He's like, hey, girl.
Yeah, and look at him. It's like he sent that to her.
Yeah.
Because this is a commercial for these shows, man. And they all come with their own themes or trademarks that you recognize from their own show. Yeah. Like with music.
Yes.
Like when they introduce certain characters, you hear the theme music playing in the background.
Simon, let's help catch the thief. Alvin! Busy!
What the f- was Alvin watching, man?
I don't know. I want to go. Let's go back.
I thought that was George Bush down there. Huh?
Looks at the characters of the TV are like, what?
Yeah,
he's watching us right now.
Actually, they did do that. I think that was like a thing that they animated.
Oh, that's funny.
Which is kind of clever.
Yeah, see, there's some cleverness. Yeah, they look around too.
Especially that blonde. Like, what the f- you want, man?
I'm trying to entertain Alvin. Come on, guys.
Yeah, like you said, Kermit, man. See, like Kermit's a clock.
Yeah. They keep him a clock too, or at least in this scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the stuff sticking out of him.
Well, they keep him a clock until later.
Yeah, you're right.
Because later he doesn't have those eyes like that, which is kind of a clever design.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Kermit comes on, I think you hear hints of Muppet Babies in there.
Sheesh. I hate when that happens.
I was surprised at how, for a lot of cartoon characters, but here, their personalities are based on food.
Yeah.
Them just being hungry.
Well, you mean they're addicts?
Yeah. They all got the munchies.
Mm-hmm.
They all like
from Garfield to
they all got the
Pooh.
munchies. Like, okay, so you tell me not to do drugs, but you sure eating a lot in here, man. Are you talking about food a lot?
Had a good night?
Oh, my goodness. I'm not late for breakfast.
Damn, they sure were laying up there like they just had sex.
Yeah, man. Pooh's like, hey, girl, enjoy yourself? Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah. Oh, man, it was like all those scenes in a movie the next day after, like in a PG-13 movie where they can't show the girl's titties. And Pooh Bear is hungry.
He's a glutton.
Yes. Slimer.
No.
Slimer just comes to life and just starts eating this girl's room. And just in case you forgot, just in case you didn't remember, they want to drive it home one more time. Garfield loves the lasagna.
Yep.
Two sounds you can't miss. A breaking piggy and the sizzle of hot lasagna.
Okay, all right, we get it. You love fucking lasagna, all right? Get it.
Like a minute ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and you hate Mondays. Okay, cool. At least he didn't say that.
He did not.
So with these characters coming to life, so this is before the person who stole the piggy bank even comes into the room. So with all
him.
Yeah, exactly. So all these characters come to life, man. You got to wonder, is this little girl high?
Oh yeah, this is a fever dream.
Yeah,
she's still tripping right now.
That's why she's so laid out, man. You know, she
got into that stash earlier.
Yeah, she got a little. Yeah, she found Big Brother's stash under the bed and thought it was candy.
This is great. All my friends are here. I just love this.
found Big Bro's edibles in there.
Yeah,
but let's see here. So the culprit for stealing Corey's money is, as we just mentioned, her big brother Michael, who is already acting like a crackhead in this.
All right. There must be $20 in here, easy.
They're like, Jesus, this guy's a fucking fiend.
Oh, disgusted. Well, Simon's like,
So I gotta tell you, man, because I'm looking at this, you know, there's some things that are going on with this guy Michael, man. This is hilarious because they really do start. Now this is where they start to play up the propaganda.
Yeah,
because Michael is he's thieving. First of all, you don't steal money just because you smoke weed, all right?
No, that's not how that works.
That's not you don't have any weed fiends out there like stealing TVs and tires and run off with piggy banks.
Yeah.
They don't do that. And then they give you a nice close up of his face, man, just to let you know how weed is, man, on your mind and on your body.
Are you feeling okay? What's wrong with your eyes?
Nothing.
So you look at this, it's like, so he's all wall-eyed right now.
It's wall-eyed.
And keep in mind, this kid is supposed to be 14. He looks 45.
I know. It's like his features are made like a wax. He's melting.
Yeah.
Weed does not make you do that.
Bag under these eyes, and he's got these crow's feet and got wrinkles on the side of his mouth.
Lines.
Like this thing has aged him 30 years.
Not how that works. That drug works.
None of this is how this works, man.
No.
But you know, again, they want to show you how, you know, they want to scare you on the weed. And then when he gets called out on his crazy eyes, he storms out pissed off, trying to score another hit.
Leave me alone, will you?
Michael? Honey, where are you going?
Mom.
You should have said that. You should have had that consistency. It's like, whoa.
So let me just say this, man.
Because weed calms you down. It doesn't make
I was going to say, that's what let me tell you something. So when you smoke weed, you don't get this angry.
No.
Like, this is how I know he's on some other shit, because if this was weed, he'd be mellowed out.
Exactly.
Like when his sister came in, he'd be like, hey, sis.
Hey, girl. How you doing? Big bro, little sis.
So did Pooh say anything about me?
Pooh. You know, he's always lying.
You know, you don't get this. You don't get this angry and shady when you're on weed.
It's not consistent.
Yeah. I mean, because the thing is, that if you smoke enough, you're just gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't he be able to steal the piggy bank?
Exactly.
He'd still be sleeping.
He'd be like, he'd sit up there and think, I'm thinking I'm gonna steal my sister's piggy bank.
Nah.
Order a pizza instead. He'd be too lazy to do that shit.
Yeah.
He would never do that. But we're talking about he's on some he's on some other shit, man. And I can and I see why he's all strung out and looking like he's damn 50 years old at 14.
14 going on 50.
Yeah, because he's smoking pure living evil.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Do it. Makes you forget all about your sister and her stupid piggy bank, doesn't it?
That's right, evil ghost smoke.
Yeah, he's smoking pure evil.
Yeah.
Sentient evil.
That'll age you.
Yeah, that'll corrupt you, man. Yeah, he don't need he don't need somebody telling him to get off of drugs. He needs an exorcist.
He needs an old priest and a young priest.
Yeah.
That's what he needs right now.
That's George C. Scott, by the way.
That's George C. Scott. I had no idea. I was wondering like who was doing the voice. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is George C. Scott doing the voice right there. Because I was like, I will say, man, when I was looking at this, I forgot to pull up a picture of George C. Scott, but I'll pull up one.
Yeah, people might know him for Patton. He's been in a ton of movies, but
Patton
one
or
of his most iconic roles.
Rescuers Down Under?
Yes, he was. He wasn't there.
Oh, you might remember him from that meme when he was watching a porn flick with his daughter and he was like, cut it off.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it off.
That's a good one.
Yeah, George C. Scott. He was in The Exorcist also.
Exorcist 3.
Exorcist 3, that's right.
Which is actually well liked. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there he is.
Scott.
Yeah, he's the one doing the voice. Again, because I'm sure they guilted him into doing this. Like, look, everybody else, like just like you would when you gult somebody into doing drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody else is doing it, man. I mean, we got all the cartoon characters in there, man.
Did they have something on him or something?
He probably was smoking. Yeah, he probably smoking weed.
We caught you. You gotta do this.
He's probably doing drugs. Immediately, we opened up with him like doing weed, and immediately now he's on his way to doing crack.
But I got something even better. Latest thing. It gives you a major high, like that.
It's funny because that smoke cloud, which I think his name is actually Smoke.
Smoke, okay.
Yeah. He is on his ass to do drugs. Like he's like he wants him to do drugs so bad. He wants to party.
Yeah.
But but when the real shit goes down, like when the cops show up, he's out.
Oh, he
left his ass. One of the benefits of being Smoke is I can just go through a hole.
Not my problem, Mikey.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See ya, asshole.
Sorry, pal. At times like this, you're on your own.
Great.
I trusted you. You betrayed me.
But we partied together, man.
Probably a little too hard, man.
Thought you were my friend. What, because we did drugs together?
That's how this goes.
Nah, man. So I was fine with this, having these other cartoon characters in there.
Oh, it's fun.
I was like the Smurfs and whatnot. All these characters on Saturday morning. Winnie the Pooh was a little bit weird because I remember Winnie the Pooh went to Saturday morning. And I remember thinking about, man, Disney's the epitome of great animation. Right. I never thought I would see Disney doing something for Saturday morning. But I remember the Winnie the Pooh cartoon. It was actually all right.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, it was. I loved that cartoon. But I was like, all right, you know what? Y'all go ahead and sell out a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. But then they got to one that I forgot was in this, man. When I saw that, I was like, oh, man.
It was my first time. Honest. I'll never do it again.
What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny, you sell out. I was like, no. What do they have on you, man?
Not the great Bugs Bunny. Oh, a lot of things.
Oh,
well, he's committed a lot of crimes.
He's committed a lot of crimes. But you know what made me mad about this? First of all, I just didn't want to see Bugs Bunny in this, man. I just because I love Bugs Bunny so much, and Bugs Bunny has been bastardized so much.
Sure.
But now you're doing this hypocritical shit. But then I realized, like, okay, this is why you're doing this, because you, sir, are a hypocrite. Bugs Bunny the reason why Bugs Bunny knows about drugs.
He has experience.
You know, kid, you don't look so good. What's this? A joint?
The reason why Bugs Bunny, a cartoon character, knows about a joint is because the reason why he knows about drugs is because Bugs Bunny has done a lot of drugs.
Yes.
Come back
Oh my God.
here.
They are high as hell, man.
Wow. Oh my God.
You see it, man? They just got through smoking out. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey, man, come back here, buddy.
Hey, man. You didn't pay for that weed.
Just chilling. Now you're leaving.
This is, yeah.
Is it the one where he fights the giant monster, the red monster?
That was when we smoked weed.
Oh, okay.
Gossamer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, with no clever ideas or ideas running out.
Oh, I know.
They just start ripping off other things.
Mm-hmm.
They just start like taking from other properties. You know, there's one of those things where when you run out of something, just take an old formula.
Yep.
Something stale.
Tried and true, I guess.
Yeah, and just do that. So now they just start doing a whole Christmas Carol thing.
Yep.
Where they take Michael and they say, well, look, let's go take a look at your past. And then let's take a look at your future at some point.
Looks like Bugs is grabbing his ass. Mike's like, don't touch that.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Don't worry
like
about
Michael's put it out there for him.
Hey, man, I'll let you touch my ass if you give me some drugs.
Yeah, look like he's...
All right, Doc.
Look like he's selling drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, selling ass for drugs. They do this thing where he builds this time machine.
Right, of course.
Of course, he just pulls the time machine. I would say he pulled out his ass, but like he's pulling out of Michael's ass.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, definitely.
So he pulls his time machine out of Michael's ass right here and does this Christmas Carol type thing. Where he's like, well, let's go take a look at your past and your future and show you where your life is going to go if you don't quit.
Maybe you need a little memory refresher.
A time machine?
I borrowed it from some coyote.
Duh, get it? Acme Time Machine? Wile E. Coyote?
Mm-hmm.
Wile E. Coyote would be too stupid to have something like that.
No, Bugs is lying.
Yeah, he's
I don't know
lying.
where he got that from.
Yeah. And that smoke, I don't know what is the deal with this smoke. I don't think he's a very thought out character because I don't know if he's feeding off his addiction or if he gets a commission for every kid he gets on drugs.
Corrupts.
But he's like, he has a hard on for Michael, man.
He's mine!
Like, what do you get? You get paid for this kid?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's like weird. So they go back in time to where Michael first got his experience with drugs, getting high. And it's so here's another thing that this has in common with those propaganda pieces out there. So, you know, in these propaganda pieces, it's always the older cool kids.
Yeah.
That are getting the younger kid addicted to drugs.
Only them.
You guys cruising for lung cancer or what?
We're getting high.
Wow, self-righteous little prick, isn't he?
Cruising for lung cancer? Losers.
Nah, you cruising for an ass whooping.
Yeah, I know.
You should have beat his ass right there.
I was like,
and
you
there.
know what? We were going to offer this to you, but we don't want to.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. You ever get high, kid? No, give me your hand. Yeah, man. And you know that these are bad kids because they start playing that guitar, that real crunchy, that bad boy guitar.
Grass. Marijuana.
Well, yeah, sure, I knew that. Want a hit?
What's the matter? You scared?
And by the way, this is the 90s, man. This is not the 1950s.
I know, he looks like a greaser.
Yeah, he's looking like a kid. He's looking at something out of like out of Archie comics or something.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, like a couple of years later, nothing has changed for Michael, man. Michael, you know, he's still hanging around shitty people.
Yep.
Like every time we see him, all we know about him is that he hangs around drug addicts.
Mm-hmm.
He was hanging around them back then.
And cool hats, though.
Yeah, they sure did. That's that 90s. People wore big hats like that in the 90s, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Shoulder pads and big hats and everything.
Right,
yeah, that is straight up from the 90s, man. Yeah, the only people he hangs around are drug addicts, man. Underage drug addicts who want the hard shit. You know, and
crack.
Like they escalated in a day.
You know, for $10, I could score us some crack.
Oh, yeah, crack.
Yeah. Now we talking, bitch.
She's like, are you real?
Yeah. That's what I'm having a hard time figuring out. Can they actually see smoke, man?
It goes back and forth.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, they're not consistent with it. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't.
Okay.
Whatever convenient for the scene itself.
Oh, wow,
At least I think.
Of course.
It would have been great if they went, they see him pop up.
Oh, they saw him and then they looked at that pipe like, I gotta stop smoking this shit.
I gotta do it. No more.
You know, these people they hang around are so shitty that they steal from him.
Yeah.
They steal from Michael, man.
Got your wallet.
Give me that back!
Thieving bitch.
Yeah, I know.
He's like his friends.
Give back my money.
He's on the trips on the ground. Bitch! Bitch!
You're my friend.
Got his shit. And by the way, Michael might really want to think about stopping drugs, like getting off drugs. can't see a big ass manhole in the middle of the street, then maybe you shouldn't be doing drugs anymore.
Blinders on, no peripheral vision at all.
I'm gonna get that
straightforward.
Yeah, fell through a manhole.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's buying crack.
Yeah, definitely. That's
with his money.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She never comes back.
Damn, that's enough for 3 rocks.
All for me, 3 for me.
Of course, since they're in the sewers, that's it's Leonardo. I like the way
Michelangelo.
I'm sorry, that Michelangelo.
Yeah, orange is Michelangelo.
Oh, it is it is.
He's the cool one the kids love. Yeah, he'd be the one that would absolutely be doing drugs. He's constantly eating pizza. He has munchies all the time. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense, some of the characters they picked.
Shit, that's why he opened that manhole, because he thought that he thought Michael might have been carried. Yeah. Well, this guy's got drugs. Yeah, obviously. Cowabunga, man.
Cowabunga, Michael.
Yeah, so yeah, he it's I forgot that the Teenage Ninja are one
of them. They
Teenage Ninja Turtles.
The other 3.
They didn't want to animate that many.
Cowabunga, dude.
So here's the funny part. Now this is the part where the animators stopped and they went ahead and took a hit because they got a little bit high and they forgot to animate Smoke Man's mouth.
Oh, this is not the lip sync.
He's talking his ass off, and those lips are not moving at all.
Of course.
Drugs don't do anything to your brain. They just make you feel good, right, Mikey?
Right. Oh my God. How'd you do that?
He's looking like that.
How did you do that?
He's confused. He's like, how come his mouth ain't moving? The fuck? How'd he do that?
Yeah. They're like, the kids will be distracted by Michelangelo. They don't care.
We realized these characters never came to life, man. Michael, he got some bad shit.
Oh, yeah.
And he got some bad shit. He probably got high while watching Saturday morning cartoons. Mm-hmm. And now he's just having an extremely bad trip.
Where am I?
And well, you're about to take a trip through the human brain, thanks to the power of imagination.
Now, people, this is not weed. This is not crack. This is LSD.
LSD, baby.
Right here. L to the S to the D. My man is having a psychedelic freak out. It's so crazy. Yeah. Look, like he's freaking the out right now. Michael's freaking the out right now, man.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Michael's having just a really bad trip. And that trip gets so crazy that even the cartoons are like, this, man, we're out.
We're out. We gotta get out of here.
That
close the door. Block the door.
They're like, we know we're not real, but we get out of here, man.
Mm-hmm. By the way, there's just something about like Kermit just narrating this entire thing. You know, it's just like, we're inside your mind, Michael. Crazy, isn't it?
That's how you know that you are really.
I thought he was going to do that at one point.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That is funny having Kermit narrate your bad trip.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. But even in that, you also have those like scenes of Miss Piggy still like harassing Kermit. You know, so you're gonna take me out right after this.
She tries to rape him, man.
Kermit's like, not now. God damn it. Leave me alone. It's for him. I don't care about him.
She tries to rape his ass. This man is having a psychedelic freak out.
That's scary.
And Miss Piggy's trying to rape the fuck out.
And after we go on this ride, Kermit's taking me to the tunnel of love. Aren't you kidding me?
Right. Yeah, come on, just take it easy. What are you doing?
How wrong,
Hey.
What are you looking at? The fuck are you looking at? Where am I? Turn around. Oh, Christ. She did not get the memo.
No. So I said, man, okay, this is crazy, but at least it's not a musical.
No.
And
well,
and then the Huey, Dewey, and Louie came in from DuckTales. First of all, the ones that can't even talk,
barely talk,
and the ones kicking off the song, and then it hits into this. I'm sorry, people. This song. I'm gonna tell you, this song is done by in a little bit. And normally this person does great work, but for this right here, it's so bad. It's terrible. You just farted?
Yeah. I was up your ass, Michael. That's where I was.
So the whole time, has Michael been smoking his own farts?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what happens, man. You take too many drugs.
You just get high off his own fumes.
Getting high on your own supply, Michael.
Well, you look like three fine lads. Something to make you feel real good.
There's Mariette, wild, eyed, wonderful.
What?
I can't understand him.
What? He's like, say.
I don't understand. Oh, you're already on something, huh? Okay, I don't know what you're on. Not mine, not me.
You're like, Jesus, they don't need anything else.
Yeah, I'm good. Never mind. Sorry.
Poor kid can't even talk.
Lost all his teeth. I'll smoke all that crap.
Boy, go ahead. Let's fly.
I thought you said, go to hell.
Try and say no.
Okay, drugs are anything but boring. Okay, they might be bad for you, they might be good for you, but they're anything but boring.
Right.
You just see the trip this dude had?
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, you guys are here for me?
I'm in training for football. And they tell me that works fine.
They worked in the Berlin Wall. Look at that.
Of course, man. Yeah.
Alan Menken, that did like Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Aladdin,
Okay, so all those huge, like,
numbers. He's the one that did this song right here. Yeah, and
they must have had something on them.
Cartoon All-Stars to the rescue.
They had something on them.
Rescue was shit. Yeah, they had on money.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
He's probably the only one that got paid. Did I say earlier? I believe I said, here's where things get crazy. I made a mistake. No, here's where things get crazy. Okay. Here's where things get weird. Now, I'm going to hope that all these cartoon characters did not come to life. I hope it's all in Michael's head. And there's even an argument to be had that that's disturbing in his own way. But because if they did come to life in the, and with the mission of helping Michael,
right?
They're assholes, man. They're all assholes. Dangerous assholes, man. Because at this, there's a point in this special near the end where they say, all right, we tried to be nice.
Tough love now.
We asked you nicely to stop the drugs. You did not listen. You went in there and started beating up your sister and everything.
Yeah. Have to escalate now.
So if you're not going to stop doing drugs, we're just going to have to beat your ass. They start torturing this poor kid, man.
Yeah.
Like this is the worst rehab center you could ever go to.
It's a terrifying fun house they take him to.
Yeah,
like a carnival.
Yeah, man. So first of all, they suck him into a mirror, and then they tell him, like, if you don't stop doing these drugs, you know what, you're going to be a zombie.
Pretty much.
Who's that?
Well, it's not Freddy Krueger. This is you. Pretty pitiful, huh?
Oh, God.
Pretty up, huh?
You're like the crypt keeper now, Michael.
Look at you. Kitty. They attempt to kill this poor boy. They try to, several ways, several times. First of all, they try to run him over.
Right.
You left out, do you?
Yeah.
Try.
Oh. After that, they try to chop him up. And then they try to drown him.
Help me, Tigger!
Then they try to crush him. And then, when none of that works, Miss Piggy, I just eat him. I love that guitar.
That riff going off, man.
Animals back on the drums.
Probably animal, yeah.
After he survives all that.
They're getting eaten and vored by Miss Piggy.
Yeah. I think he got shut out by Miss Piggy.
Oh, God, that'll change your mind.
So after all that, Daffy Duck says, well, so they didn't kill you, but maybe this will turn you around. Maybe this will change your mind. He shows him his future.
Now can you see my future?
Of course I can. I've got a knack for this sort of thing, you know. Look closely. Closely.
It's me. This is my future?
He's a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Complete with the needle and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that hypodermic needle down there, man.
No, I see it, in his hand, that huge needle.
Yeah. Damn.
Like a zombie.
You know what? Just show him the part where he's sucking dick for crack.
That would have been great.
This is you. What?
We've all been there, kid.
Okay, where's my money?
Daffy, what are you showing me?
That's you, Doc. By the way, that'll be $5. Our blowjob.
Okay. I don't have any money.
Well,
He's like, well, you know what to do.
Well, I don't have $5.
That's how it all started. It started with me. Daffy.
After seeing that, he finally says, okay, all right, I'll quit. Even goes in there and makes sure his little sister doesn't follow down, that she doesn't have the same bad trip that he has.
Right.
No,
don't bring them back.
Corey, don't you ever do this stuff.
All these cartoon characters will come to life and try to kill you.
They'll torture you. It's horrible.
So that is it, y'all. That is, after that, after he learned his lesson, after having the worst and best trip anybody could have.
Yeah.
He says, you know what, I think I won't do drugs now.
That's good.
And now that little sis won't do drugs either, that's the end. Or is it?
I'll be back, and you can bet on.
We'll be ready for him. Right, guys?
Right!
And we'll be ready to try to kill your ass again. You better not.
We're always watching you, Michael. Always watching.
Yeah. Like you better hope we don't have to come back. Yeah. Because next time we're going to finish the job.
Oh, God.
Oh, people. Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh comes out of the closet. I'm here too, Michael.
Mm-hmm. I see you, Michael. No bother.
No bother. We'll bother you.
Oh, there y'all go, man.
That's hilarious. No, hilarious special.